don't worry about it. It's all now.
So you put sugar?
Oh, sugar. Now the blood's all the peachy. It hurts like hell.
So, wait a second. You put sugar on an open wound.
It wasn't really that open.
It's bleeding, Jack.
I think of open as like, like this. I think of open kind of like this. Here's the head. Jack.
Yeah, your head.
And there's a wound over here.
Where did you get the sugar from?
It's just in my backpack. I got like a bunch of sugar and I just put it in my backpack.
Do you have any more?
No. I used a lot of it.
This week is kind of messed up because of the Josh Day.
What? Who is Josh? What is
Josh McDowell.
Oh, that was like for all of Josh's. Like,
Hey, can we like not come to school that day?
You could have your parents phone.
Oh, really?
I didn't say that.
Now I'm going to triple
The
one.
Keith Academy does not neither encourage or discourage having a school.
Sweet. That good or bad?
Yeah. But anyway,
That was a good answer.
yeah, I can answer that.
It looks like an orange.
Thank you.
Looks like someone has skates.
Yeah, an orange that is blue, right? On your schedule, if you look at the journal schedule, there's only one journal. There's only one journal scheduled this week because there's supposed to be a test. But because Josh Day kind of messed up the whole schedule, we're just going to leave that one journal due this week, okay? So you've just got one journal, and then on Friday, which is actually a Thursday, we will have a reverse quiz. Okay? So one journal, but that means next week you're going to have two journals, and we're going to have a test. But you only have one this week, okay?
Wait, do we have Friday off?
No.
That'd be cool.
Wait, then.
So what are you going to talk about on Sunday?
I'm not sure. They haven't really told us what the topics are. He's famous for apologetics, defending the faith. And so he's written a lot of books, evidence that demands the verdict, if you've seen those books. Who?
Alex, the guy that went to chapel.
Oh, Gavin.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that guy's awesome.
There's awesome guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't really gangster.
What kind of music
Well, he
do
had
you do?
humongous clothes on. And he played the piano, so that's right away.
Who was?
Who was the guy who showed up today, the black guy? That guy's
Derek
funny.
Clark.
What did you do?
Yeah, he works for Urban Ministry, not Urban Ministry, Bill Wilson Center. They do youth community service. And if you're interested in that, which some of you may be, for college.
He could have stuttering, so me and Gunnar were like, then he used to be like, well, what were those forms he was talking about? What were they called? The ret?
You can say it's on.
Yeah, so we were like,
What?
I didn't get to
Okay,
put
guys,
the
let's pray.
Hanging down the blanket.
Check, we're going to pray. Okay?
There's too much of a castle. There were too much of people there like trying to get it.
I guess you don't do well, that's what happened. So you didn't get healing.
Well,
dude,
that's
that's
too
throwing
far.
up
You
the
went
flowers.
through people.
You should have grabbed the tassel while you could.
No, I was too far. There were too many people. I didn't want to
I bet he was trying to get to the tassel and then he fell.
That will happen, yeah.
I showed the crowd, I was like,
I didn't want to use all that extra energy.
They're all
because the workout I had yesterday.
Jack, next time we have chapel, I think you need to stand up and say that chapel speaker was not telling the truth. There was not healing in that tassel. There was hurt and pain.
What?
just look at the mirror.
No, that's not an asshole. It could have probably been, I guess, but no, this is from tripping. I didn't supposed to do that. It wasn't my fault either. I was walking away and I didn't see the backpack there, and it was a big one. You're just spacing out when you're walking. You're just looking
You were spacing out when you were.
Well, yeah, I don't know what.
Did you think maybe put your hand up to stop yourself?
Yeah, how did you fall on your face?
No, it was okay, look, it was like this. It was like this.
Okay, no, don't draw it, demonstrate it.
And then we gotta get going.
Okay. Demonstrate it.
Here is... No, they'll do it again.
Why did I know?
Here's the lockers and here's some. Here's the wall, another wall. Okay, and here is where all the stuff.
Hey, Jack, get on with the story.
Yeah, here's the backpack. There's the backpack. And me was walking over here.
He was walking over here.
This would be more fitting if he was drawing this in like dirt.
Yeah.
The hands really aren't connected when it comes to that.
Walk here.
Let's go.
Okay, so what happens is there happens to be a backpack right here.
It looks like a trench and you're trying to fight
And-
World War II.
There was one over here too, and one over here. And then what I do is I'm spacing out, I'm looking over here. I don't have the wall. Yeah. No, there's one place where it says Jack blood and fake blood. That's from that one time. Staples. And I was looking at this like, hey, wait a minute, that's not really my blood. So I look over here, I go right over here, and then I do something like this. Because I'm going at a diagonal direction. So I fall like this, and this is the back of my head, just to let you know. And it goes right into here. Back of your head? No, the front. This is the back right here. So you're looking at the back. And then I get up, and then I go to your class, and you tell me I have a bloody lip. And then I go all the way down over here. Enough, Jack. And then I go around sugar for the moldy.
Jack, the only problem I have with your story, okay, you're walking here, you trip over a backpack, and you go into the locker with the face, right?
Well, no,
Right, no, Jack, okay, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, which side of your lip is messed up? The other side.
Yeah, I know, because I'm like it. It doesn't work. Yeah, Jack, look, okay, Jack, so it's like this.
Okay,
So,
come this way,
yeah, here's the I'm walking at a diagonal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I'm walking like.
One more time, Jack, slow motion.
It's okay. I just like stick my hand out like this. Actually, I turn.
No, you're on the wrong side of the pole. Get over there.
Okay, so I'm like right here, walking, and I trip, and then I go like that. And I kind of jerk my head around a little bit.
And then you put sugar on it.
Yeah. Now it tastes good. I don't have to deal with all that like iron taste. Your blood tastes like iron.
Maybe we need to put sugar on our steaks then.
I wish. I know that. No, I went to Izzy's and they like served this awesome like filet mignon. So like I put sugar on it just to make it look cool.
You put sugar on filet mignon?
Well, yeah. Well, what's wrong with that?
Yeah,
What would happen?
$30.
What would happen?
That's a very expensive cut of meat.
Yeah, but it's me.
That's right. That's a lawyer.
Good. So we put well, I don't, but like, well, no, they don't. I put sugar on mine because I want mine to be a little more tasty. And this is before when I was eating a lot of crap. So. Which I don't anymore.
Before when I was eating a lot of crap.
No, because
You have to make 80 cents out of that.
okay, no, because I've been eating crap because of like
That's good.
Because I'm trying to like get ready for football next year, for like starting 2 weeks ago. So this was before 2 weeks ago, obviously. So
Obviously.
So here is the steak.
Jack, sit down.
Okay, so I get the
Eat crap a million
and then I get like 2 little things of sugar, pour it on, eat it, tasted great.
Wow, that was pretty smart.
And some people got confused when they did it because some people put salt on
Almost
there.
gonna draw with that.
If I just like steak.
There's crap.
It
There's
tastes
meat.
good. Sugar. Everything tastes good with sugar in it, except for like what is that thing? Oh yeah, zucchini. Like that's a terrible.
Jack, how about praying for us as we get started?
No, thank you. What should I pray about?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe my face.
Yeah,
Not my face, your face.
Okay, dear God, I pray for my faith. I also pray for this